Everyone needs to join me and others in calling for aggressive, thorough, exhaustive congressional investigations into what is going on with Russia. This is a crisis in our country. And these are the facts. This is what we know. We saw an unprecedented attack on our nation during our elections with cyber hacking, cyber attacks, propaganda, and more from the Russians. In a democracy, this is the bedrock of a free nation, is the ability to express yourself, your opinions at the poll. Russia tried to undermine that and attacked this country, but it's more. We now know that at a time that Donald Trump seemed to be inexplicably cozying up to the Russians, even calling at one point for Russian involvement with Hillary Clinton's emails, that during this time, multiple members of the Trump team and his associates were having direct conversations with high-level Russian officials. In addition to that, during the transition, at a time that Barack Obama was stepping up sanctions on the Russians for their cyber hacking and attacks on our country, we know that Michael Flynn was having conversations with high-level Russian officials and eventually lied about it to the vice president. All of this is creating more questions that must be investigated. We now have increasing evidence, growing questions into what happened and who was involved. America deserves to know. Join me and others who are calling for this to be thoroughly and aggressively and exhaustively investigated, not just by law enforcement officials, but also by Congress. Join me by calling your congressperson and letting them know that we demand answers.